Dear students, today we solve this problem. Find the domain of f of x log x square minus 4x plus 3. Here the function is logarithmic function. To find the domain of logarithmic function. What is a logarithmic function? A logarithmic function is of the form y is equal to a power x if and only if log y to the base a is equal to x, where a greater than 0 and a not equal to 1. The argument x must satisfy certain conditions to be valid. To the base a must be positive and not equal to 1, ensuring the function is well defined and meaningful. How to find the domain? Log g of x to the base a. Here briefly 4 steps are there. First step, identify the argument, that is g of x. Then take g of x is greater than 0. Solve the inequality by algebraic method. Next, express the solutions as the domain using interval notation. This is briefly the process of finding the domain of a logarithmic function. f of x equal to log x square minus 4x plus 3 is defined or is belongs to or implies by x square minus 4x plus 3 greater than 0. Because this bracket function, that means x square plus 4 minus 4x plus 3 non-negative. For that value is non-negative, that logarithm is defined. Therefore, find the quadratic expression factors. Here minus 4x can be expressed as minus x minus 3x plus 3 is greater than 0. Now, here x is common, x minus 1. Here minus 3 is common, x minus 1 is greater than 0. This implies x minus 1 is one factor, x minus 3 is another factor. Therefore, we can express this as x belongs to minus infinite to 1 open interval union 3 to infinite. Therefore, domain of given function, domain of f of x is minus infinite to 1 union 3 to infinite. Or this can be expressed another form also in real numbers. Delete this interval 1 comma 3. In second year you learn this direct, you can write this in this form. Or if x minus 1, x minus 3 greater than 0. Here x minus 1 into x minus 3 is greater than 0. The product is positive. That means x minus 1 is greater than 0 and x minus 3 is greater than 0. X minus 1 is less than 0, x minus 3 less than 0. Therefore, here the product of these two factors is positive. If this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, product is positive. If one factor is negative, another factor is negative, the product is positive. Therefore, write this x greater than 1, x greater than 3. That means in these two cases we take only one, another is automatically correct. Therefore, here x greater than 3 is correct. Why? Because x greater than 3, it is obviously x greater than 1. Now take here x less than 1, x less than 3. That means if we take x less than 1, automatically x less than 3. Therefore, this can be write as x belongs to minus infinite to 1. Open interval. This can be write as x belongs to open interval 3 to infinite. Therefore, from this you can express that x belongs to minus infinite to 1 union 3 to infinite. This is the domain of given function, or x belongs to real numbers minus 1 comma 3. Close it. Therefore, this is your answer. I hope understand this problem. For 2 marks, this type of problems are most important. Thank you for watching.